All right, welcome to part 2 of the going from orthographic to isometric with the pipe drawings. So what we're going to be doing in this video is actually making these orthographic drawings into the one isometric drawing. Okay, so just as a quick recap, we have our plan, we have our front, and we have our right side views. Okay. One of the first things that we're always going to want to do is put in our compass so the first one is for the orthographic, and that is north, south, west, and east. And for the isometric, I'm going to put it in here like this. And this line here would follow an isometric 30-degree line. Okay. So north, south, east, west, and then I always put up, down as well. Okay, so we have our compasses, so that would be the first thing, kind of the first step. And just on the side here, I'm going to write kind of my steps here if you want to write that down. But so steps for ortho to iso. 1, compasses. Okay. Okay, if you recall from a different video here, we only ever use this compass with our plan view. Okay, we're not going to be using this compass with our front and right as often. Sometimes we use another compass, and I'll talk about that later. But for now, this compass is just tied to the plan view. So some people will even go as far as, kind of circling the compass to make sure that they remember that that's the only one that we use, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so if you want to do that and that helps you, great. Okay, so the second step, if we're writing down our steps, is start with plan. Okay, so this means we're going to start as much as we can of the isometric from our plan view. And the reason I suggest doing that is that we can use our compass, and it's a lot easier. Okay, so start with the plan. So we shall do that. So I'll do this in green. Okay, so I need to pick a starting point. So I can start here or here, and at this point, it doesn't really matter. Okay, as you recall from a different video, starting points are very important, and we should always try to pick a spot that's closest to us. And on a plan view, it looks like this pipe doesn't go down or up, so really any position here will be perfectly fine. So I'm going to start right here. And what direction am I going using this compass? I'm going west to east. So west to east. So all I'm going to do over here is I'm going to draw a line going west to east. And my west to east line looks like it's going down to the right. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line going west to east. And we're not going to worry about scales and stuff like that. The main objective for this video is just, can we get from orthographic to iso? Okay, so that covers this part of the line. Okay, and then which direction does it go? Which direction is this? Which direction is this according to this compass? Well, this direction right here is south to north. So all I'm going to do is go south to north on this drawing. The important thing is, you want to know, do we go south to north here or do we go south to north here? Well, we went west to east and then south to north. So sometimes I recommend keeping your pencil down, and that'll help you. Okay, so we went west to east, and now we're going south to north, which in this case, if you look here, is up and to the right. Okay, so I'm going to go south to north. Okay, so now that covers this one as well. Okay. Okay, so what would step 3 be? Step 3 is double check with other views. Okay, because there's going to be some examples that you can't draw everything from the plan view. You just can't see everything. That's why we always say that you need 2 or more views, and usually 3 to do this. But oftentimes we can get a lot from the plan. So that's why I always suggest to start with the plan. So let's double check with our other views. So this view right here is the front view. So that would be if we were to draw our stick man in from another video, we're looking this direction. Our arms are on this plane. We have a left and we have a right. Okay. So if we're looking at this front view, we have a piece of pipe, and let's draw in this other compass that I was talking about earlier. Okay. We have this left, right, up, down. I don't love this compass because it's a little bit wonky. It doesn't deal with the north, south, west, east compass that we're accustomed to, but it does help us with these front and right. So if you want to put that in, by all means. So looking at it from this view, we have a piece of pipe going left to right. Okay. And if I go over here on my isometric, is this pipe going left to right? Yes, it is. So that's good. And then we have the symbol of a back of an elbow or a back of a pipe. So that means something's going away from us. So if we're standing right here and this pipe goes this way, does it go away from us? Yes, it does. Okay. So we would have said to have double checked with the front view. So that's good. So now let's go ahead and double check this one last time with the right side view. Okay. So I'm going to start with drawing my person in again. Make sure my arms are on that 30-degree plane. Left, right, up, down. There's the nose here. We're looking this direction. We're looking this direction. Okay. If I go over to my orthographic drawing, which way is this pipe going? It's going right to left. Okay. According to this compass. If I look over here, is it going right to left? Yes, it is. And then we again have the symbol of a back of an elbow, which means there's a pipe going away from us. So if we look here, there's a pipe going away from us. So we double check and everything is hunky-dory. The last thing that we have to do is, this is obviously a pipe and it's joined by a 90. So we have to put in our fitting lines. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to do is just double check and put in our fitting lines. And all we would have is 2 fitting lines symbolizing the elbow. And the key here again is we have to make sure that our fitting lines are parallel to the pipe it's joining. Okay. So this pipe right here is joining a piece of pipe going this way. So we just have to make sure our fitting line is parallel to that. So what does that look like? Something like that. Okay. Notice that this line is parallel to this, is parallel to these isometric lines. That's what we're looking for. Okay. And then we need the other side of the 90. So we have to make sure that it's parallel to this line. Okay. So it looks something like this. Keep in mind these fitting lines shouldn't touch. Okay. So that would be one of the rules. So just to continue or finish our steps, if you want to put over here, step 4 would be fitting lines, and that would finish it off. All right, that should be it for this video. The next one will be a little bit harder of an ortho to iso, but hopefully you enjoyed this video.